Today, we honor the curious minds that challenge the status quo, break barriers, and explore the unknown to unlock new opportunities. To ignite the real change, let's embrace the spark of the moment. Hello, everyone. I'm Arnav Mathur. I extend a warm welcome to all the incredible innovators to the elimination round of T.U.P Season X. Get ready to unleash your spark factor in this intense battle of brilliance because securing a win here is the ticket to the semi finale of one of the biggest and most prestigious B school competitions in the country, the Ultimate Pitch Season 10. So let's get started. At Reliance, we thrive on fresh ideas and innovations. It's deeply embedded in our core, shaping every aspect of our businesses and social initiatives. The Ultimate Pitch was conceived with this spirit, serving as a platform for curious, pioneering minds eager to showcase their next big spark. Now in our 10th season, TUP has evolved into an unparalleled journey, continuing the decade-long legacy we flagged off the competition physically in top 20 B schools across the country. At each of these institutes, we were met with enthralling audiences. The insightful sessions led by visionary leaders truly sparked curiosity and creativity. But that was just the beginning. We've expanded our reach, connecting with thousands of students through digital platforms and virtual events, sparking the competition into a pan India celebration of bold ideas and innovation. Now, it's with great excitement that I invite you to experience the magic of our campus launches and the highlights of our pan India virtual launch with this video. What an incredible response TUP Season X has received this year. And now we move on to the elimination rounds. Yes, so over 22,000 registrations, more than 1,900 idea submissions, with 1 crore plus website impressions and 155,000 plus social media reach. The launch of TUP Season X was a huge success. And now we move on to the elimination round. A huge thank you to everyone for making this such a remarkable launch. TUP Season X kicked off with a bang. Innovators from across the country registered to showcase their spark factor and compete for the ultimate glory. Each idea was bold, visionary, and aimed at tackling real world real world challenges. Our evaluators worked tirelessly to ensure no submissions went unnoticed, carefully selecting those that had the X factor and the extra spark over the others. Those exceptional teams with remarkable ideas have qualified for the elimination round of this ultimate competition. A big congratulations to all the teams advancing to the elimination round of TUP Season X. Kudos to each of you for bringing your spark factor in this competition. Let's now do a quick rundown of what's expected to happen. I shall be calling out the team names. We will play 3-minute videos on screen. The teams will get 3 minutes to pitch their ideas to the jury. This will be followed by a quick 4-minute Q&A. We request the teams to keep an eye on the timer. Also, post each team's presentation, we'll have the jury take a minute to score the teams individually before we move on to the next team. You will be judged on 5 parameters. Your idea should be futuristic, should solve a real world problem, challenge the conventional wisdom, should be practical and scalable, and should have a strong business case. For the ultimate champion of this season, the national winners will take home a grand prize. And that's not all. We are thrilled to announce more rewards. Elimination round winners and runners ups will get 50,000 and 25,000 respectively, along with exclusive TUP merchandise. National finalists will be mentored by CXOs of startups at Reliance, helping you ignite the spark factor even further. Additionally, all national finalists and select semi-finalists will stand a chance to win pre-placement interview opportunities. National finalists and select semi-finalists will have the ultimate opportunity to engage in self-reflection and enhance their skills with Level Up. So let's get started. Let's get ready. Bring the game and give it everything you've got. But hold on, what's the competition from Reliance with us today? They'll be closely assessing your presentations, evaluating your ideas, and will provide their inputs at the end of the presentations. I'm thrilled to introduce our esteemed jury for the elimination round. Mr. Sanket Kodav, who's the Vice President and Head HR for FCNA for ENM Business, and Mr. Jerry Johnson, who's the Vice President Corporate Communication and Brand Lead. So, with that, let's get started. I'd like to call upon our first team for the day, which is Team Women Warriors.
A woman hands in her resignation to her boss. It is not because of toxic work culture or work pressure, but because of her newborn baby who is crying at her home in her absence. This is not an isolated incident. It is a situation faced by many women in our country. India has among the lowest female workforce participation rate across the world. This number has dipped further in the last 2 decades. Deep diving into the problem, we found out that 73% of Indian women leave their jobs after giving birth, and 50% of women in the country resign by the age of 30 to take care of their children. This leads to opportunity loss in terms of career growth and job transition. Introducing Yashoda, माँ की उड़ान, ममता का ध्यान, a creche and childcare facility that will assist mothers in taking care of their children while also focusing on achieving their professional growth. From 25,000 in 2013, creches for poor kids went down to just 3.9 thousand. If even the poorest one-third of estimated 25 million children born in India are to be given creches, it would require several lakhs. That is why our focus is on creche facilities. We have segmented these facilities into two layers. Layer 1 will be a complete creche and childcare center for women working in organized sector. Layer 2 will be a service for women working in unorganized sector. The service in Layer 2 will have nominal charges and it will be funded majorly by the profits from Layer 1. Yashoda centers will focus on safety, hygiene, comfort, learning and emotional well-being of children, while onboarding qualified and trained staff will help maintain a low child to caretaker ratio for proper personal attention. Also, 24/7 real-time communication and supervision facilities for parents will be included. We plan to start the launch with initiating it in metropolitan areas like Delhi, Gurgaon, where we'll get almost a balanced mix of women working in organized and unorganized sectors. We, the team Women Warriors, consisting of Samiksha, Soumya and Ritu from DMS IT Delhi, would like to conclude our presentation by requesting Reliance to give it a thought, not just because it is a competition, but because it will help transform the life of thousands and lakhs of women working and aspiring to work in corporate India. Thank you. Uh, I'd like to start my video with a beautiful thought where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Into that heaven of freedom, let my country awake. Good evening, esteemed panelists. Today, we, the team Women Warriors from DMS IIT Delhi, will present a solution to tackle high dropout rates of women in workforce due to lack of childcare facilities, which can give them the freedom to pursue their dreams. By surveying 42 women, we identified that working women's major concern range from safety, reliability, and proper cognitive development of their children in creche facilities. Whereas our secondary research revealed that 94% women work without maternal benefits in organizations. Based on these data points, we identified two major personas. Kriya, a working mother who needs a reliable childcare facilities where safety and security of her child can be guaranteed. And Akshay, an entrepreneurial mon, a colloquy of man plus mom, a single dad who needs a childcare facility where focus is on his child's cognitive development and nutritional development. I would like to hand over to Samiksha.
Introducing Yashoda, Maa Ki Udan Mamta Ka Dhan. We have highlighted the roadmap for it. First, we will identify key location, basically the urban areas, technical parks where the majority of workforce resides, and then we will think about training the caregivers so that the nurturing and the safety of the child can be ensured. And then we will move on to the expansion to metro cities like Mumbai and Delhi. And since majority of the urban women workforce stay there only, and after that we will also try to make our daycares more affordable so that other people can utilize it as well. And we have introduced the element of CSR so that the earning from the formal sector will be utilized for subsidizing the rate at the informal sector such as construction workers, so that we can also meet the sustainable development goal file of gender equality. And also, like pricing, we have segregated on the basis of number of hours children will be there, and also on the basis of the age group. And the challenges in will be in managing costs while ensuring the subsidized services, and also the social perception regarding the child care centers. Now I'd like to hand over to Soumya. Soumya, you're not audible.
Sorry. So now we'll look into the implementation part of Yashoda. So here are few features which will distinguish Yashoda from others. One is the proximity to corporate offices. We can set up daycare centers near tech parks like Bhagmane Tech Park and so on. In case of no tech parks, we can partner with nearby corporate offices. So another feature would be implementing Montessori inspired curriculum, which will offer children five key areas of study, which is practical life, sensorial, mathematics, language, and culture. And we would have small teacher to student ratio as well. And other features would be on-demand doctor support, live CCTV updates, and we would implement sustainable toys such as ones from Shumi. We can partner with such companies. Or there's a place in Andhra Pradesh which produces wooden toys. It's Kondapalli. And we have thought about the various events and activities we would conduct as well, and the programs too. So Little Explorers is for 6 to 12 months, where we can conduct activities such as texture tunnels and mirrors play and so on. So here at the end, we are displaying the before and the after of the implementation of Yashoda, which will bring happiness and freedom to parents. Thank you.
AI team, appreciate the effort and congratulations on reaching this round. Best wishes to you all. A couple of quick questions, Jerry, if that's okay, and then you can take over. Yeah, great. So, help us understand, team, is in terms of how is this idea too different from the way we currently see all other crashes working? I mean, there are crashes that are practically working across most length and breadth of the larger cities. I understand probably during COVID there could have been a few who could have got locked down or closed down, but how different or what's new about this idea?
Absolutely. So you're absolutely right in asking the differentiation. We ourselves ask this to ourselves when creating this idea. So we realize that today creche facilities, although there are a lot of creche facilities, but there is no cognitive development or focus on nutritional development. If you go to a childcare facility, you're not sure whether the person there will ensure that the child is actually enhancing cognitively as well. So through our research, we found out that there's a research going on in Columbia University. There is an app that is being developed called Babbly, wherein through a child's babble, you can actually understand the cognitive development of the child, and we can preempt different learning disorders like dyslexia or ADHD early on. And this is our focus in our creche facilities. So we'll be putting on a monitor a voice recorder in the creche itself so that we can record the child's babble, and that can be further analyzed for understanding whether the child is properly developing cognitively as well or not. Plus, a child's babble can also be used to learn the deficiencies, if there are any, in terms of nutritional development as well. So a lot of times children are fed in the creche facility itself. So our focus will be a creche facility, a nurturing facility, wherein we'll also ensure a customized nutritional diet to a kid, not only just a very well-born, young infant, but also to a child that is 2 or 3 years old. So that is how we are trying to ensure that the mother does not feel guilty about keeping his or her child in a creche facility. Neither there is a penalty for the woman itself that she has to leave her job and come to the creche and check whether his or her child is actually, being taken care of rightly or not.
Okay. Well, what I don't see a lot of still differentiations from the crashes that I myself have seen pertaining to the kid that I have when my daughter used to go to a crash. Well, I'll move to the second question that I had. We saw about the costing that you guys have put together in terms of what would you charge to the users of the facility. But help us understand, I don't anywhere see your own cost sheets, because if you're planning to move some of your profits from tier one to tier two or phase, whatever, first phase to first, second phase, where is your costing? Because without that, your business case doesn't really come up, right?
Agreed, sir. So basically, as we mentioned, that we'll be starting our business idea by piloting in it a city called Gurgaon, or a metropolitan city like Bangalore. We plan to start with pricing and actually pilot and check whether the creche facility, as you mentioned, what is the differentiation. Unless and until a customer comes to a creche facilities and see for himself or herself what are the differentiation we are offering, we cannot actually price a product in a particular range. For starters, we've actually looked at a competitors that are available in the market like Kidsy or Clay, and based on that, we have made a pricing, including the food nutritional cost, including the research cost, the taking the audio and then sending it to a lab for proper analysis. And apart from that, what are the toys that we'll be including in the creche facility? That is the the 15,000 per month that you're seeing on the screen, or a 12 3,000, 13,000. The pricing that you're seeing is used from the competitive benchmarks that we have analyzed.
It still doesn't give me what's the cost that. So if you're saying there's only going to be one specific center that you will start up as a pilot, what's the total cost on a monthly basis that you will incur? If you can just give us a rough idea or a rough number.
So basically, as you can see, that a full day care. Let's start with a full day care cost sheet. 8 to 10 hours per day. If we talk about taking 15,000 per month from per infant, and we are planning to keep 10 infants there, it'll be around 1,50,000. Apart from that, a rent from that area will be again 1,50,000. So 3 lakh for the particular facility, and the getting it 3 lakh, 1,50,000 rent will be given from the infant that we have received itself. The apart from other things, toys, the nutritional diapers, and the nutritional meals that we'll be including in our facility will incur an additional cost of 2 lakh rupees. So this is where Reliance comes in, and the funding that we'll be getting will be used for the initial starting of the business. Once the business is set up, we'll expand it from 10 to 20 and 30, and further apart we'll break it.
Jerry, almost.
Yeah, I just have one question. So, part of our criteria of evaluating your pitches is to also understand how your idea is future oriented and what is a future oriented vision. So, where do you see this business idea of yours of opening crashes, say 10 to 15 years from now? And how do you see it being scalable?
That's right. So basically, currently we are looking only at Gurgaon, but for 10 to 20 years from now, government has initiated a national Palna scheme, as we might already know. So we are planning to take our creche centers to tier 2 and tier 3, and mainly villages, because we need to understand there are a majority of women who work in fields. They keep their children on their backs and try work by keeping the children on their back itself. So that is harmful for women and the child himself or herself. So this is where our actually the target market is associated. We are planning the mindset. We are planning to shift the mindset that a child cannot be taken care of by another woman while the mother is working. And
Yeah,
this
but
is a
what is the futuristic vision of your idea?
so
What I don't mean that you'll keep opening crashes every center and all of that. What I mean is, what is the futuristic idea here? Is there something really revolutionary, innovative, futuristic about your idea?
So basically, it has never been done that we can preempt a child's cognitive development. You might already know that there is a report of child numeracy in India that most of the children that are, in fifth class or eighth class do not know basic numbers. We categorize it, we generalize it, saying that the teaching quality is not good. But have we actually looked at the child's brain development? And this is where our cognitive analysis comes into play. We are collecting collating data through a child's infant stage. We collect the data, we study the cognitive development that is happening, we are understanding the nutritional facilities that have been provided to a child, and then further that we are customizing the learning capabilities and the experiential learning that is being provided to a child in his formative years. Through that, we'll actually try to digitalize the way people perceive learning and the capabilities of a child. This is futuristic in terms of the vision that we are planning, that not just looking at the quality of the teaching or the child's capability, but actually looking at the way the child has been taught.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Reliances. Hi. Thank you, Team Women Warriors. That was incredibly insightful presentation and a fantastic approach to tackling high turnout rate among women. Moving on, we are now ready for our next team. I'd like to call upon Team Reliances.
So, hello everyone. The topic which you have chosen is financial literacy among women. And as we know, financial literacy among women in India is a critical issue, with around 80% of women lacking the financial knowledge to manage their personal finances. This knowledge gap limits the ability to make informed financial decisions, leaving many women financially dependent and vulnerable to economic instability. To address this, we need to focus on the 5 areas of financial inclusion, that is availability, accessibility, awareness, affordability, and adequacy. Availability of financial education resources is key. AI-powered platforms can provide on-demand access to lessons on budgeting, saving, and investing, ensuring that even women in remote areas have access to financial education. These platforms make information available anytime, anywhere. Next is accessibility. AI and ML can help making learning more user-friendly. AI-driven apps can provide voice-based interactive content in local languages, chatbot for regional support, and ensuring that even women with limited literacy or tech skills can understand and engage with financial lessons. Awareness is really crucial. AI-driven analytics can identify areas with low financial literacy, enabling targeted campaigns. Additionally, AI chatbots can engage women, answering questions and promoting financial schemes, helping raise awareness and available opportunities for them. Affordability is addressed through AI's ability to reduce costs. Automated financial education delivery, such as virtual financial advisors, can provide personalized advice at scale, making financial literacy programs more affordable and accessible to a wider audience. Finally, adequacy. It ensures that education provided is relevant and up to date, which is really important. AI and ML can analyze user interactions and outcomes to constantly improve content, making sure that women receive the most useful and actionable financial information. On the operational side, AI and ML can help streamline data collection and assess women's financial needs and tailor program accordingly to their needs. ML algorithms can measure the success of these programs, ensuring continuous improvement. AI-powered recommendation systems can also introduce women to financial products and services suited to their specific needs, empowering them to make informed financial decisions. By addressing the five A's and integrating AI/ML to the operations side, we can create a scalable, efficient system to promote financial literacy for women across India. This will empower women to make independent financial decisions and improve the family's economic well-being, which in turn will improve the country's economic situation. Thank you.
Good evening. Our idea is about financial literacy for women. Empowering women through financial literacy is essential for ensuring economic independence and helping women break free from traditional financial dependencies. And our idea addresses this critical need by equipping women, especially in underdeserved communities, with the tools to manage money, invest wisely, and make informed financial decisions. We help them become financially independent, thus breaking the cycles of poverty. So we help them become financially independent, thus by addressing various current pain points proving to be a hindrance, that is patriarchal norms, which is roughly around 60%, limited government outreach, geographical constraints, abusive households, and social restrictions. Imagine a woman in a rural abusive household who works really hard to support her family, but her earnings are taken away by her husband and wasted. She feels powerless, unsure of how to change her situation. That's where we step in. We provide her with the financial knowledge, skills, and everything to control her earnings, become independent, and transform her life. So we start with conducting workshops in local languages and running social media campaigns to raise awareness and increase participation. Next, we work on reducing reliance on predatory lendings, falling in traps by offering free educational programs and financial tools tailored to individual needs. Through availability, we establish local hubs, improving access to credit and promoting economic stability. Then we offer mentorship programs to provide guidance on financial management, networking opportunities, and schemes to educate women on their financial rights. And we would also partner with ASHA workers to support women in abusive households, which would help them in securing their future.
Our strategy to elevate women's financial literacy begins with focused research and strategic outreach. Phase 1 targets regions with the lowest financial literacy, partnering with organizations like UNICEF, Reliance Foundation, etc. Through community events, we will raise awareness and align with government initiatives to drive meaningful change. In phase 2, we will launch an AI powered platform offering personalized financial education in regional languages based on different literacy levels with regional languages and voice assisted learning modules. Finally, in phase 3, we will scale nationwide, collaborating with banks and microfinance institutions. And we will also run CSR campaigns with partners like Reliance Industries Limited and integrating practical tools like budgeting guides, which would empower millions of women.
Okay, so basically, we are trying to introduce new ways for women to build their credit scores through special savings accounts or loans at low interest, which will add to the existing government support. To generate extra income for women, yeah, we will be sharing stories of women overcoming challenges on social media to inspire other women and draw in more advertisers to earn revenue. Thank you so much for intently listening. Thank you.
Sorry. So congratulations, team, reaching this round. Best wishes to you guys. I am still trying to find the business case in this entire piece, right? Great initiative from a CSR perspective, but where does the money come in from? I'm saying for you guys as a platform that you're going to put up, where's the income that's going to get generated, and how is it that going to get generated?
Okay, okay. I'll like to take this up. So, sir, what we can do is by bringing in more credit building products. Can we, Ashwat, can we please go to the slide 4, please? Yeah, the next one. Yeah, so yeah, we can bring in more credit-linked savings account products and also credit builder loans for women entrepreneurs, wherein they can make timely payments and build their credit scores, and yeah, they can yeah, the interest that is earned by the initiative, yeah, that is one source of revenue. The second one is advertising, because we are getting a uniform kind of a target segment, that is women, and that could be used to leverage more on the advertising side. And the third would be the insurance premium, wherein we provide customized insurance plans for women based on maternity insurance, health insurance, and micro insurances for women entrepreneurs, wherein we can cover the losses or theft. Uh, yeah, and we can also partner with NGOs to support funding until we can achieve a stable stream of revenue.
So tell me, I mean, if you're planning to look at savings accounts, you're planning to look at insurance, it still requires a lot of approvals, be it the RBI, be it the IRDA, and multiple other pieces, right? You don't
Yes.
suddenly get a license overnight. Have you factored for the cost, the amount of time that you would require to look at all of those pieces together? Because it seriously takes a long time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, what we have, I mean, planned for the initial stages is we can get a financial curriculum developed, and then until until the approval part is going on, we can just circulate the curriculum and introduce AI-based tests to gauge the financial knowledge of the women. And when I mean, based on the results of the test, the curriculum is customized based on their aptitude. And later on, yeah, the cost of the approvals is, I guess, we need to explore more on this.
Okay. Yeah, your target audience is those which is spread across the country, or are you planning to segmentize that too?
Oh, it would be across the country because we are trying to introduce it online. So yeah, we wouldn't be having much of geographical boundaries. But yeah, yeah, we have prioritized the women, beginning right from the school age up to maybe 50s or 60s, because we will be also be using vernacular languages. So yeah, to cater to all the age segments of women.
What's the percentage of women population that's actually earning today? It in whatever forms, it could be organized or unorganized sector.
Okay, okay, sir. Sir, to determine the exact percentage would be a little inaccurate, but maybe about 50% or to 60% of the women, uh, mainly in the urban areas, are employed, and in the rural areas, a little lesser, but more in the unorganized sector. Yeah. So more or less, it is about 50%.
Okay, and what's the kind of population that you are looking to tapping of this 50% as per your understanding?
Oh, yes, sir. Sir, actually, uh, the method that we used to calculate the number of users was there are about 65 crore women in India, and the financial literacy of more than half of them is below the basic conceptual threshold. So yeah, so we tried to cover all the age groups and as many women as possible. But sir, around at the uh, timeline of around 3 years, at the end of 3 years, we uh, uh, predict to be involving more than 50 lakh women.
Cherry.
Hi team. So good idea, but and also, I mean, definitely the problem statement you've identified is definitely a very relevant problem for India and economic growth. Totally, but your business model heavily would rely on resource-rich, talent-rich scalability. You cannot teach unless your teachers are also good and good enough. And to get and attract and retain good teachers, you will need to also spend a lot more. Have Have you thought about the sustainability and the scalability factors of your model? And if you can just flesh it out a little bit.
What we had been thinking about was to reach out to maybe financial experts or maybe faculties to get their lectures pre-recorded based on micro topics. I mean, we can break down financial topics into smaller and smaller parts, and then we can, make smaller videos on them, and then we can customize those videos and maybe create a link between them. So, preparation of those videos, or maybe let's say the lectures or curriculum, would be a one-time thing, and then we just need to configure them based on the results that come from the AI test that they give. And to retain, what we realized was retaining them was the challenging part because of the social and cultural barriers that they face. So that was about it.
Okay, but then I'm also a little confused because somewhere in your presentation you talked about how your first phase will be prioritizing low regions with very, very low literacy, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't that in phase one, phase two, phase three? You had something in that way. Yeah, here. So identify low financial literacy rates among women and conduct your sessions in these regions. Is your model a hybrid of physical and virtual, or is it entirely virtual? If it is entirely virtual, how are you going to these regions and targeting these regions only?
No, our solution will be virtual, which will be a platform based on mobile. And for advertising, we will be going to these locations, and we will identify. We will start by identifying locations with lower financial literacy, and then we will start by advertising there. And then from there, we will spread the awareness, and we'll go through it.
But tell me this then,
That's our plan.
don't you think typically regions with low financial literacy will also have accompanying low digital literacy? And if your solution is entirely digital, how are you going to tap into them to come on board onto a digital platform to study or learn about financial literacy?
Yes. So in that case, we'll also be doing a hybrid, because in the hybrid we can also um, make them aware of the um, digital thing of the application also. So in that case, they'll know how to use the application, and in this case, even the financial literacy and the literacy will increase, making them
Okay.
more independent. Yes.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
sir. Yeah, thank you.
No, you wanted to say? Please go ahead, say.
Yeah, sir. Actually, we were planning to take help of the government authorities like district collectors at district level. So, sir, when they try to implement the schemes that come from the central government, so we can maybe use the logistics or maybe the mechanism that exists right now, and maybe we can, I guess, in spreading awareness, we can take help of the collectors across India. I mean, however many collectors agree to it, we can use them.
Yeah, what I don't see is why, I mean, somebody else must be already doing this. Somebody else can easily do this, enter the same market you are planning on entering. So there's no barrier of entry. And the government may also be doing this on their own. So I don't understand the value proposition. But anyway, thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Team Reliances, for the wonderful presentation. Now let's allow a jury a minute to complete scoring the teams. While they make their assessments, let's have some fun. We'll have an interesting trivia question about Reliance. All you need to do is guess the answer in the comment section. The first person to answer correctly gets our amazing T.U.P merchandise. Are you ready? Here we go. Reach out to us on our social media handles or support@unstop.com. Now let's move on to our next team. I'd like to welcome Team The Red.
Ever wish you had a consultant on the go, guiding you at every step of your business journey? Hello, Reliance team. My name is Shubhashish Mohanty. Today, I am introducing Consult Me, a virtual powered consultant designed to deliver quick, actionable solutions to business problems. In today's fast paced market, businesses, especially SMEs, small and medium enterprises, often struggle with two things: expensive consulting fee and slow decision making process. This is where Consult Me comes in, offering affordable real time consulting through a subscription based model. So the problem in hand is traditional consultant firms are costly, charging $150 to $400 per hour. Access to expertise is limited to larger enterprises. But globally, 90% of the enterprises are SMEs, and they need quick, reliable insights to survive and grow, especially in the uncertain markets. Consult Me leverages AI and machine learning to deliver tailored business recommendation instantly. Whether it is solving operational issues, generating strategic reports, or offering competitive benchmarking, Consult Me provides expert advice that's fast, reliable, and affordable by our three subscription model, that is basic $29 per month, suitable for startups for essential advice, and pro will be $99 per month, including advanced analytics for SMEs, and enterprise solution, which will have a direct consultant for the larger enterprises. So, what could be a go to market strategy is building awareness with target digital campaigns and free trials for the first 3 months, launching freemium model to attract early adopters and collect feedback in the next 3 months, and in the next 6 months, introducing paid subscription plans and grow through partnership and referrals. Consult Me enables businesses to make faster, smarter decisions without spending a fortune on their traditional consulting services. Our solution is designed to reduce costs, increasing agility, and driving long term growth. We are not just a consulting tool, we are here to democratize the access to business expertise. Thank you for your time and looking forward to discuss Consult Me, how it can help businesses.
Hello, good evening, team. Am I audible? So, hello, Reliance team. My name is Shubhashish Mohanty. I'm from IIM Sambalpur. My team name is The Red. So, I'm the sole product owner and the idea owner of Consult Me. So, while uh, while doing my summer internship this year at Vyap Consulting Delhi, I come across that Indian consulting firms are competing with directly with big large firms like MBB and Big Four, but none of the Indian consulting firm are having even 100 crore of revenue. So what are the problem or the challenges that we are facing right now is uh, so the problem statement is business today faces complex challenges in optimizing operations, improving efficiency, and staying competitive in rapid changing environment. Especially in India, traditional consulting services, while effective, are often slow, expensive, and difficult for smaller companies to assess. Because right now we are an emerging market, and these companies are not able to assess, access to big consulting firm. They cannot afford it. Additionally, many small businesses need quick data driven insight to solve issues in areas like strategy, operation, and marketing, but lack the resources to for hiring a full scale consulting team. The key problem is the lack of fast, scalable, and affordable solution that can provide expert business advice on demand, tailored to each company's specific needs. This leaves many businesses, especially small and medium enterprises, which is 6.2 crores in India, struggling to keep up with the industry demand, market shifts, and internal decision making processes. So to solidify that whether our idea is scalable or not, or is there a demand for it or not, we did primary research and secondary research. So when we talk to the vendors in Sambalpur, so Arvind Nahak, IT manager 33, next gen technology, he told me that we want to do project management in a specific way, IT consulting is very highly priced. We cannot afford them. Sai Kumar, sales manager at Good Luck Cafe, told me that the CRM we use is difficult to improve, and that's why we are facing a lot of challenges. In the secondary research, we also come across that 150 the consulting firms right now are charging $150 to $400 per hour, and according to a report, 70% of the small businesses need consulting, but they cannot afford it. What's our proposed idea is the Consult Me. Consult Me is an on-demand consulting service where you can book a consultant anytime, and you can directly live chat with him and do live, video with him. And our Bridge AI solution, which can give you instant reports. So that is our solution, and we have a competitive advantage of being first in the market. And this is the wireframe how it is going to look like, where you can directly consult. Okay.
Thanks, Avashish. Best wishes for reaching this round and for the next rounds if you get through too.
Thank you, sir.
Really,
I would love to have questions.
yeah. Thanks. Help us understand. See, any consulting firm thrives on the basis of their past knowledge, their past experiences of working on multiple projects. Now, even if we look at an AI/ML kind of a solution, it still needs to have a lot of data that it needs to work on, a lot of prior examples, experiences, and so on and so forth for it to be able to churn out any kind of a solution. How do you intend to get that data, or how do you intend to get those prior experiences that will help this tool of yours to really learn?
So, if you talk about industry specific, let's say Reliance Industries into industrial and petroleum thing. So, if they could share the data and we can work with Reliance, then we can get the whole industry data, and we want to put it into Bridge AI. That's our solution, which gives like just you put in all your data about your company and the data of your company, and you will get insights and what's the market trend, how your company can improve, where are your margins lacking. So everything can be done on like AI basis. And if you want a consultant, then you can hire the consultant, so it will be available according to their industry, according to their time, and you can directly consult them. So this is the two proposed solution in the app we want to provide. And it will be like, sir, like astro talk. You talk to your astrologer, you get a report. Everything is there on one platform. It's very handy and it's very easy for SMEs. It will be very easy for SMEs, sir.
See, you're talking of SMEs who are going to be working on businesses which are primarily, say, in the turnover of would be anywhere from 1 crore to 5, 10, 15, 100 crores, right?
Right, sir.
One is why is companies like Reliance, if for example we decide to, even if we provide the knowledge, one is it's going to be we are a capital intensive organization, right? For example, if you're talking about the energy business, that knowledge is not going to be something that an SME primarily would be able to use a lot. That's one. Secondly, what is it in for organizations like us or any other organization that you reach out in terms of why would they want to be a part of a, a platform like yours? What's it that they are going to get in terms of returns for?
Uh, I think it's for the whole betterment of everyone, sir. So the industry will grow, India will grow, and government entities could also participate in this. Right now, sir, ONDC is also like providing us a lot of data, like in what category, what kind of things are working. Government is also providing data. Google is also providing data, so we can feed all this data. But industry specific, we have to work on. Industries also have to come up wholeheartedly to contribute to this. We have to find a way how we can convince that as the whole industry grows, everyone will grow. And India have a big market, and we are also will be targeting like other countries. So MSMEs are really need everyone's support, and this app will be sustainable. People are ready to pay the price to get a consultant, but they don't have the access to data right now.
Yes, Jerry. Okay.
So hi, good idea,
Hello, sir.
Subhashish. And I
Thank you,
think
sir.
if you implement it, I think there is potential. My question is not related to your presentation, but I'm just curious to know why are you the only person presenting? Do you not have a team, or did you have a team and they didn't show up? What's going on?
I am the sole owner of the idea and the product, sir. I am also in process to working on the wireframes and making the product myself even after this. Because I am working alone right now, but I have a tech founder who can work on me on this one. But he's not in my college, so we cannot participate together. He's working right now in the industry.
Okay, okay. Now, yeah, I just want you to be aware that you can't do everything by yourself. Sometimes you might want to depend on expertise that may be lying outside of yourself. And something like this, like a good project like this, should probably be more collaborative in its development. So just keep that in mind as you're developing this project. Yeah,
Sure,
all
so
the best.
I'm ready to take help from companies like Reliance to get the data and work on it and getting that initial funding to work on this app.
Good, good. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Subhashish. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Team Red, for the wonderful presentation. Moving on, we are now ready for our next team. I'd like to call upon Team Excel Kings.
We are students of Accelerate here to pitch a breakthrough idea that's .ai. India is known for its artistic and unique jewelry, contributing to 1.3% of Indian GDP. While we have plethora of talent in designing, the process takes a significant amount of time and effort, around 2 to 4 weeks. This contributes to 5 to 8% of the final product price. Manual estimation and designing of products in the ideation process is error prone and inefficient. Now we will see our design prototype. Rath.ai is here to solve this problem. Our technology will disrupt the conventional jewelry designing industry. A cutting edge B2B application tailored specifically for the jewelry industry. Where businesses can quickly iterate on their jewelry design and develop a go to market solution by generating realistic 3D models and effortlessly estimating the cost and weight of each piece. Getting started is really simple. Users can sign up using their Google ID or business email to access the platform. Once inside, the design process is very intuitive. You can start with a doodle, sketch, or even a photo. From there, you can edit, select, mask, or paint over the design to create something truly unique. And with text based commands, Rath.ai allows you to chat with a unique AI system to modify designs, quickly determine pricing with ease, or even try different color variations. One standout feature is the ability to change the hand color holding the jewelry, generating a website ready selling image. This is particularly powerful for India's diverse market, allowing users to see how the design looks across different skin tones and seamlessly upload these images to their websites. It will be provided directly to major jewelry retail chains in India, such as Reliance Jewels, Tanishq, Kalyan Jewelers, etc. It will be available on both web and mobile platform with cross-platform compatibility. Data will be segregated for each retail chain, ensuring that any design created by a company remains its intellectual property and cannot be accessed by other companies.
Let's understand the go-to-market strategy for Ratnayai. Jewelry market in India is fragmented across the country with approximately 3.5 lakh retailers, of which close to 35% are organized regional and national chains. As our initial market entry strategy, we will be targeting 2000 plus showrooms of top national retail chains like Reliance Jewels, Tanishq, Joy Lucas, and much more. We want to position ourselves as the only designing solution that jewelers will ever need with creativity, reliability, speed, and scalability. Our revenue model is simple. We will price the offering based on value provided by the product. Users can start with a 21-day free trial, during which they can explore all design features and download 10 free 3D models. Beyond this, they can pay a minimal amount of rupees 1000 per 3D model download. Retailers can create same designs with half the design workforce now, thus saving approximately rupees 8 lakhs per year. Cost of operating OpenAI's custom GPT model will be close to 4.4 lakhs per year. Pricing of 5 to 6 lakhs per year will still have 2 lakhs as surplus for the consumer. We at Ratnai are ready to disrupt the jewelry industry. Are you?
A very good morning. We are the Excel Kings from Accelerate Jamshedpur, here to present our innovative idea, Ratn.ai. Before we dive deeper into the solution, a quick recap of the problem statement. India is known for its jewelry market. It contributes around 1.3% to the Indian GDP. Yet the market is very fragmented and relies heavily on conventional processes. On average, the designing phase alone takes around 2 to 4 weeks. To fast track and disrupt this traditional process, we bring you Ratn.ai. Ratn is set to transform jewelry design for retailers by converting sketches into intricate 3D models using advanced generative AI tailored for each enterprise. More than just design, it delivers crucial details like model weight and cost of the materials, empowering retailers to make informed decisions. Our B2B solution is designed specifically for the major jewelry chains in India, such as Reliance, Tanishq, and Kalyan, and provides each chain with a customized AI model that involves with their unique data. Accessible on both web and mobile platform, Ratan.ai ensures seamless integration with design tools such as Procreate and Photoshop, making it easy for designers to upload files. We prioritize privacy by segregating data for each client, ensuring that design remains protected and proprietary. Now I would like to hand over to my colleague Yash to present the revenue model.
Thank you, Sanchit. So let's dive deeper into the revenue model. Ratnot AI's revenue model is crafted to ensure flexibility for all jewelry businesses. We offer a 21-day free trial with access to all features and 10 free AI generated 3D downloads, allowing users to explore the platform's capability without ads. After the trial, subscription tiers unlock advanced tools and unlimited downloads, while larger enterprises can opt for a custom enterprise plan with full access and dedicated support. Now we'll look at the impact and benefits. The impact and benefits are transformative. The Ratnot AI reduces design costs by up to 50% and cuts design time from weeks to days. With demand driven technologies and upfront cost estimates, it minimizes waste, helping jewelers make smarter production decisions. High quality visuals cater to various marketing needs, enhancing brand reach both online and offline. Now we'll look into our competitors. Next slide, please. In terms of the competitors, there can be direct as well as indirect. Our direct competitor options include AutoCAD and text to CAD converters, while indirect competition stems from manual design and outsourced CAD services. Red.AI stands out by combining generative AI specifically for jewelry, offering speed, precision, and scalability. Overall, Red.AI empowers Indian jewelers to innovate, reduce costs, and stay competitive in this evolving market. Thank you.
Sanket, you want to go
Hey
first?
guys, congratulations to reaching this round. Best wishes ahead. Interesting idea. Uh, Help us understand what's the actual market which is catered to, the actual jewelry market that's catered to by these large chain of jewelers. So like a retail or a, I mean, Reliance Jewels or a Kalyan and those kinds of, as compared to the actual market, overall market that's, you said it's right 1.8% of the GDP and all. How much is catered by these larger chains?
So the structured market is around 35%. So approximately 3.5 lakh retail shops are there in India, out of which 1 lakh 22,000 shops are of some the structured organized sector, and most of them are unorganized in this way. But if you look at the higher number of shops, like let's say Reliance Jewels or Joy Lucas, they have a lot of shops in different cities. So that comes up. Our target will be around for 2,000 shops for let's say top four or top five retailers.
Okay. So tell me, other than the set of people who decide to design their own set of jewelry, which even today, for that matter of fact, a small jeweler would still entertain that. Obviously, I understand the time taken would be more. Uh, Other than that piece, how do you generate your own database? Because again, what I asked the previous team stays here. How do you build your database? Because end of the day, nothing will work on its own till you don't feed some kind of data inside the system too.
True. So what in our solution, what we are trying to do is we'll give them a model to build their data. So Reliance Jewels and all those bigger retailers, they have a lot of 3D models that they have generated using different models that we have right now. But they have the data of themselves. So what happens is they're not able to process that data, for which our solution will come in the middle.
Okay. So if
Just
you're
to
gonna give
add,
them their own,
yeah,
sorry.
just to add on to that point, basically, we would be having a generative, like general model, where like we would be having, data trained on different models, different designs and all, like general designs. But we would be targeting the specific business as well, and we would be taking their designs to fine tune our model and sell it according to their own designs. So that's our proposed solution.
Okay. Where Jerry, you can take this.
Yes, hi team. So I was just curious. So you are offering a solution that allows jewelers to design. What are the profit margins you're anticipating that can come out of this, where you're only offering design solutions of a jewelry?
For profit margins, I'd say, like we mentioned in this slide, if you can see, we talk to the industry experts, some in the industry, they say that usually the manual time for designing the jewelry is very high. That can be solved if we use a generative AI approach, where we talk to them and they mentioned that close to 50% less designers will be needed, for which we, if you look at the calculations, almost 8 to 10 lakhs will be saved if we take an approximation of 40,000 saved per designer and 20 designers are, let's say, not required. So the consumer surplus will be almost around 8 to 10 lakhs. So our profit margin, we want to place our positioning, the pricing in such a way that the value is also utilized by the user. Like we have mentioned, our cost of OpenAI's custom GPT model that will provide, that will come close to around 4.4 lakhs or let's say 5 lakhs. So our pricing will be close to 6 lakhs something. Profit will be very less for the first few years. We want the users to get the hang of this, so that when it comes to Gen AI solutions for jewelry, even bigger and smaller retailers, everybody will take a favorable approach towards us. So our, I think to answer your question shortly, around 1 to 1.5 lakhs per year will be the profit that will be seen.
Okay, so that sounds to me quite slim. And the other thing is that I don't see any barrier for a jeweler to have their own designers or their own kind of AutoCAD or AI enabled design platform. And I think you have also kind of incorporated manufacturing timeline into the design timeline. And I would separate the two. Is that correct?
Uh, by manufacturing timeline, do you mean
So, for example, when you
the
said that it takes about 3 to 6 weeks or something like that, a figure you had put out for designing, I don't see why a jeweler would not be able to just kind of adopt the same AI models. I mean, these days there are kind of AI LLM models available for free in open source, and then be able to then just use that and then manufacture their own designs.
true?
So,
That can
how does
happen.
that?
So like
Huh.
yeah, sorry. So like we mentioned there, we have like computer analysis. Somebody can also, jewelers already use Blender, AutoCAD to create 3D models. But what we are proposing is one step ahead of that. So they will just create a simple, uh, let's say, a simple drawing, and that can be converted into a 3D model. And they can also give prompts to that. Let's say, change the color to rose gold, or change the look to make it heavier. Then let's say make it from 50 grams to maybe 60 grams. Those things are not available directly in any of the competitors. So if you go to OpenAI and type that, DALI can create some 2D images, but again, to utilize their company's data and to create designs based on their preferences, there are no solutions yet. So barrier, I think yes,
But it's only
like
a
I
matter
was
of
mentioning.
time, no? It's only a matter of time before an LLM model like Llama or Meta AI or one of those open source models puts it out there, designs of jewelry.
True, yeah, I'd agree that. But at that time, I think we will be ahead of them because we have already understood the market and we'll go ahead one step ahead on the innovation part.
I think what you
Uh,
should give some
and
thought to is also offering different multiple sources of solutions, multiple sources of revenues for your company. So therefore, having multiple sources solutions, not just design, but something else as well, like a value add
Um, just
above
to
and
add
on.
on to that, like not only we are providing designs to the jewelry designers, we are also giving an estimate around the cost and how much material it will be, required to make that particular jewelry. So it will be an add-on. Plus, like we are also, giving them a diversified market-ready image as well for that particular jewelry, which would be unique to that particular design. So ultimately, like as a first mover advantage, we are also providing some unique, advantages over generalized models that are out there. So we are kind of customizing that for their business models, and also we would be, having more functionalities than rather than these open AI and like general stuff models that are out there.
Yeah, I think what you just said about your value-added services in terms of cost estimation and
Yeah,
materials and all of that would be very good if you had a B2C solution, which I think is something that you all should also consider going into, because I'm sure B2B, your jewelers already know the in and out of making jewelry and the materials and the cost and all of that. I don't think that would necessarily be a very attractive proposition to them. But if you're moving into B2C, it would
right,
surely do. But
right,
anyway,
right.
all the best. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Saket.
Thank you, Team Excel Kings, for the wonderful presentation. Um, as the jury deliberates, here's another fun trivia question about Reliance to keep you all engaged. Please share your answers in the comments. Right. Lakshay, so you've answered it right. Please reach out to us on our social media handles or support@unstop.com. Now let's move on to our final team. I'd like to welcome Team Trash to Learn.
Hi, I am Hemant Krishnar. Imagine children in rural schools sitting on the floor during class, not because they want to, but because they have no desk or benches. As someone who loves children and believes in their right to education, this gap affects their ability to learn, their health, and their overall growth. Many of these schools distribute fortified milk in plastic pouches every day through school milk programs, leading to another challenge, plastic waste. My idea tackled both these problems. We collect and recycle these used milk pouches and turn them into durable school furniture. This doesn't just provide children with that what they need for a better learning environment, but it also reduces plastic waste. By partnering with dairy companies and recycling firms, we aim to transform waste into something valuable, closing the loop between consumption and sustainability. We create a collection system where schools gather used milk pouches, which are then sent to recycling facilities. The plastic is converted into strong, lightweight composite materials that can be used to craft school furniture. This process is cost effective because the raw material plastic waste is readily available at low cost. We can either provide this furniture to schools for a fraction of the price or for free with the help of CSR partnerships. The furniture is durable, long lasting, and sustainable. From a business standpoint, this model is not only impactful but scalable. The consistent availability of plastic pouches from school nutrition programs offers a steady supply of raw materials. This allows us to provide affordable school furniture to rural schools. Beyond that, with the low cost of raw material, I can expand into the broader market offering a diverse portfolio of products made from recycled plastic, catering to the growing demand for sustainable products. In short, my idea combines education, sustainability, and business into one impactful solution. We are not just helping children learn better by providing them with essential infrastructure. We are also reducing plastic waste and creating a scalable business opportunity. This is about building a brighter, greener future for our children. One desk, one bench, and one recycled pouch at a time. Thank you.
We're just waiting for Team Trash to Learn to join us. Just allow us a minute. Great. So it looks like Team Trash to Learn is not going to be joining us. We'll move on. A huge round of applause to all the participating teams. The diversity of innovative ideas presented in this round is truly impressive. Today's contest has raised the stakes, promising an even more thrilling journey ahead. As you know, the winners of T.U.P elimination round will be stepping into the semi-finale of T.U.P Season X, where they'll be battling against the winners of other elimination rounds. Now, as we build the suspense around today's winners and runners ups, you will have to hold on to your excitement just a little longer. Rest assured, the results of will be announced on our social media handles shortly, so keep those notifications turned on. And as we wrap up the elimination round, we would want to extend a heartfelt gratitude to our jury for their insightful questions on all the ideas presented today. A big thank you to the audience and the participating teams for creating such an interactive and exciting event with all your visionary ideas. You were all fantastic. With that, this is me, Arnav Mathur, signing off for today. Keep following us on our social media handles and stay tuned for further updates. We'll see you soon at TUP Season X semi finale. Until then, take care and have a great day. Thank you.